during my the first week of my job, my boss gave me a task to write some Java code, a very basic one. I didn't know how to do it. One of my friend was gracious enough to write that code for me, and I show it to the boss. So it's not that you need to have a tech savvy, but in today's world, the things have changed, and I don't want to say that anyone can get into anything. But if you want to go into the machine learning, now let's come back to the question that which is basically the main question in this stream is how do you get started? There are courses. You already know now the how to differentiate traditional machine learning and all. I would say start with the courses which teaches you the traditional machine learning. Traditional machine learning is something which requires in every job. But then there are jobs nowadays which needs NLP people. There are jobs or startups which works on, for example, there are a lot of startups, they just work on the vision domain. They have image data and video data. Their startup is about that. For example, Face app. Have you seen that app, Face app, which basically changes
Yes,
your
sir.
age or anything? They don't need
Yes, sir.
NLP guys. They need people who worked on a vision domain. So there are jobs, and then there is a chatbot. Someone has built a chatbot. Who do they need? They need NLP people. Horizontal traditional machine learning is still pretty much required everywhere. You need to know the basic. What are the basic? If I have to start an interview, I'll ask myself, what is the linear regression? What is logistic regression? What is SVM? What is decision tree? What is boosting? What is bagging? What is position? What is recall? What is accuracy? This traditional stuff. You need to know that. Then there is a specialization. You can ideally you should cover both. Okay, but as you go into the stream, you can start choosing one thing. If I tell you about myself, in Mastercard, it's a product company, but it is more still horizontal. So when we hire, we don't look for one particular skill set. But I got a lot of interview calls when people just interested in NLP people. When I actually went into Accenture, they interviewed me totally on the NLP deep learning part, LSTMs, RNNs, whether I worked on NLP or not, because I was to work on a client to build a chatbot. So obviously they don't need a people who work on vision. And even Mastercard, when someone is very heavy on vision side, which did a lot of vision and image, we sort of don't give a lot of weightage to them, because we don't have vision data, we don't have images. We hardly have a use case which will there is a one use case I did for where there is a card image, and we need to identify whether it's a we need to extract a lot of information from the card, but there's not much there. So that's the reason that so start with the traditional machine learning. And more importantly, what I've seen, even I do a lot of take courses with a lot of ed techs, honestly. But what I've seen is a lot of people started committing to data science and AI. It's a little longish journey. A lot of people enters the tunnel, but very few comes out of it. And that's what I'm seeing the trend. A lot of people just go with the hype. Let's do data science. My wife also started it at least 10 times in last 3 years. And a lot of my friends also, whenever someone says that, oh, you are a director in Mastercard, okay, teach me also the data science. Everyone wants to do it, right? Then hearing the name is very exciting. Okay. And someone believe that, okay, I'm gonna give some jadi booty or something, someone like Hanuman bring it for Lakshman, and then voila, AI is gonna happen. No, it's a path. So I would say the 3 month focused study in the traditional machine learning and with a lot of coding, that is something is the prerequisite first step. 3 month of focus study, machine learning, get the basics on the algorithm side, and the lot of hands-on. For hands-on, only one language you need to know, which is Python. And if you're doing the traditional machine learning, then the libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, and sklearn, these will do the 90% of the work. Okay, 90% of the machine learning is done with three libraries only. But the moment you enter the deep learning, then there is a Keras, TensorFlow, PyTorch, lot difficult libraries comes into picture. But for deep learning, if you don't have vision or the text data, then the 90% of the traditional machine learning just done by Python, sklearn, NumPys, Pandas, and Matplotlib for plotting. That's it. That's what I teach in whole course. That's what you're it. But a lot of hands-on, lot of problem.